Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with FX Market Insight for Tuesday, the 15th of December. All right, now as explained yesterday, the main data this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So don't expect a hell of a lot to start the week. Now, I think we've got the dollar in a real nice spot. It's either going to break higher or break back down. So over the next, I'd say 24, 36 hours, we'll have a bit more of an idea. Obviously, the FOMC, the Bank of England meetings, important to the general direction of where these things are going. But just keep an eye on things because it's starting to really, the pressure's building up on the technical side of things. You see the dollar index, a little bit of a squeeze Friday, back down and back to where it sort of finished sort of Thursday. So this is like the market's, it's lost momentum and we're now looking for the next major move. So I think we're going to see some things squared up. Now, just on the face of it, I think still there's the Aussie outperforming everything like by a full percent. The Aussie dollar has got to come back to the fold at some point. Either that or all these pairs rally or fall the same sort of distance, right? So this is the odd one out is the Aussie dollar. I'll be looking across the Aussie and Aussie crosses for opportunities to get into a position there. Now, US equities, once again, it's a little bit tricky, right? You got the Dow Jones down 0.6, but the NASDAQ up 0.7. To me, the NASDAQ is, with all the lockdown stuff, the tech stocks, they've been the main sort of thing that everyone, or the main instrument that everyone's looking at. So either neutral to a bit of risk on. But then when you come back to look at the major currency pairs, there's, they're just, as I said, they're building up for a major event. Let me just move the screen over, right? And so this is what you want to be doing. You're like, and it's not about trying to forecast. You're just trying to work out where is the best opportunity here on these instruments. Here's the Aussie, right? It's sitting up here like a sitting duck. So basically to me, if there was really strong US news came out, either from the Fed or somewhere else, then the Aussie's got further to go than the other pairs before it breaks. But actually there's room for it to move all over the place. Look at the euro. It is really stalling here around 121.30, building up for a move either side of the market, same as sterling. And you can see here also dollar CAD stalling. We've got a couple of resistance levels coming up, but oil's still hanging in there right around $47. So if oil falls, it's going to make that move back up in dollar CAD easier. And once again, you see this little flush out here on dollar yen, has like a few hours where it gets a bit of momentum and then just drifts off. And you got the Kiwi sort of sitting here as well, just sort of drifting sideways, still in that uptrend, right? So we're still Aussie, Kiwi, Euro and Sterling, still bullish long term. But you know what? The short-term trend could flip over here. This is where I think if you really got to pay attention to what's happening on the news. And with that, it's sort of funny. Depending on what you read, Trump is still sort of fighting the US election results, but the US Electoral College have formally confirms Joe Biden, okay, as the victor, right? So that's pushes things towards that January 20th inauguration. I don't know if it's going to stop Trump trying to work out what the hell's going wrong here, but that's sort of a bit of news. Should take a bit of pressure off the system. And then, the rest of the news is just vaccine, Brexit optimism, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a few things going on right now, though. For me, the dollar is at a bit of a tipping point, and I think we'll see it over the next, as I said, 36 hours. Bearing in mind, we do have some key data coming out. There's some key Chinese stuff out today. We've got the employment numbers out of the UK. I don't know if that's going to really impact at the moment, but you come back down here. We're looking for, those bigger events, CPI, well, probably not in this current market, but I tell you what will shake the market down is the Bank of Canada, right? That can come out, their core inflation. We've got, the Bank of England and the Fed, right? This is where your Fed funds target rate. Now, I don't think there's going to be any change here, but, you get the general sentiment out of this with that US political situation being sort of looks like it's been resolved, takes the pressure off the Fed, and we may see some clear dollar direction, which is terribly what we're looking for. Now, talking about the Aussie being overinflated, keep an eye on Thursday's employment numbers, right? These are going to really come into play, especially if there's really big skew ifs on the numbers. And we'll see how that plays out. So right now, coming into Tuesday, there's probably not a hell of a lot to do. just keep an eye on things, keep tracking your technicals because they are building up. The pressure points are building. We're just waiting for the final pieces of the puzzle to fit in and tell us what that US dollar is doing. All right, guys, have a good one. Cheerio.